morning all. Hope you're doing well, hope you're staying safe. It's Wednesday, May the 20th. Big news today, obviously Disney Springs reopening, but I'll get to that. US cases down slightly yesterday and still continuing a downward trend, great news. Florida recorded its lowest case number in 6 days. Good news again, but still bouncing around a little bit. It'd be nice if we kind of maintain the 500 to 600 and lower, that'd be great. Governor DeSantis says the spike in cases in Miami Dade over the weekend was caused by late data being entered into the system from a third-party provider. There have been no significant drop in cases reported in Florida, as I just said. I keep saying this for phase 2, so bring you a bit more on that. Tattoo shops now appear to be the last retail stores to open in Florida, and there's been some kind of backlash now from the tattoo parlour owners. Coco Key Water Park Resort opened on Monday. We were there, we stayed overnight into yesterday, enjoyed that water park. That water park actually grew on me, that place actually grew on me. We've got the video for that, will come out tomorrow, so I'll share that tomorrow. Disney Springs obviously opens today at 10:30 and we're going to be there, hopefully bang on time. Don't know what the crowd's going to be like, but I'm going to be going soon after I've published this video. I've got some photographs from yesterday's press day that shows the social distancing measures that are going to be in place. Hong Kong Disneyland looks like it's preparing to open. We've got some photographs from there, again showing social distancing measures. And finally, Fun Spot and Gatorland are looking to reopen this week. As I was saying a couple of days ago, the smaller attractions wanted to get in front of the big ones by opening a little earlier. Obviously, it takes less time for them to open than it does for the big ones. So a little bit of news on that. And that's the news. So before we get to the detail, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you'll get this stuff 6 days a week at the moment. If anything happens on a Sunday, then I'll bring you that as well. But at the moment, 6 days a week. Okay, let's go to the news. US cases yesterday was 20,289. While in Florida, 502 new cases were reported yesterday. That's the lowest in 6 days. On Monday, Governor Ron DeSantis explained why there had been a spike in cases in Miami-Dade over the weekend. He said about 400 of Saturday's 554 reported cases in Miami-Dade County were as a result of late reporting by a third-party laboratory from 3 weeks ago. The number of new Florida state cases has fluctuated daily between May the 1st and May the 18th, with the lowest number of new cases during that period taking place on May the 7th. The highest number of new cases in that period was recorded on May the 16th. The state has increased COVID-19 testing to nearly 60,000 a day, and the governor has increased lab capacity above 30,000 per day, according to the health department. As of Monday, the state tested 677,710 people for the virus, a jump of nearly 220,000 from May the 1st. On May the 1st, the number of positive tests was 45,235 out of the total 458,156 tests, or roughly 10%. On May the 18th, the state's health department said there were 46,442 positive tests out of the 677,707 tested, or roughly 7%. Although hair and nail salons opened over a week ago, tattoo artist shops remained closed. Florida is home to 9,000 to 10,000 tattoo artists and about 4,100 registered tattoo and body art shops. Governor DeSantis has not yet set a date for the reopening of tattoo parlours. Coco Key Resort and Water Park on International Drive reopened on Monday the 18th of May. We stayed overnight into Tuesday and we'll bring you a full resort review on Thursday, along with footage from iDrive. Disney Springs reopens at 10:30 this morning, and a press day yesterday captured what we can look forward to. Markings on the floor are similar to those seen in Shanghai Disneyland. Also seen today were hand sanitisation stations, keep right arrows on bridges, signs in the parking garages showing requirements for entry, trash cans with their flaps removed, and sanitisation stations with the temperature checks in the background. We'll be there this morning and hopefully we'll get in at or shortly after 10:30 this morning. We'll bring you the video of the reopening of Disney Springs this afternoon Eastern Time. It's been strongly rumoured that Hong Kong Disneyland, which closed on January the 26th, 2020, is currently undergoing cast member soft openings. There's no official word from Disney as to when Hong Kong Disneyland may reopen to the public. Social distancing signs have been installed and what appears to be temperature testing tents have been erected. At SeaWorld, testing has been going on Mako with the riders wearing masks. There has been no official word from SeaWorld as to when the park may reopen. Plans have been submitted by Fun Spots America to open this Friday, while Gatorland is hoping to open on Saturday. No date has yet been set by Icon Park for the reopening of The Wheel or Starflyer. However, both Sea Life Aquarium and Madame Tussauds are open at Icon Park. US cases then still showing a downward trend. There has been no large spikes upward since states started opening. Florida cases lowest in 6 days, great news. Again, no huge spikes. We've been open now for over 2 weeks in phase 1, and we started our full phase 1 opening on Monday. We won't know the extent of any spikes in cases from that for 2 weeks since May the 18th. So I'll keep an eye out for that, but relatively good news, at least for yesterday, so let's hope we keep like that. Governor DeSantis saying spike in cases in Miami-Dade is due to late entry of data. I don't know why there's a backlog of 3 weeks worth of data. I wish there wasn't, and I wish that it could be just entered at the time the test results came in. That would be lovely. Miami-Dade is the kind of epicenter for Florida for the number of cases right now. So when Miami-Dade, Broward and Palm Beach start really coming down, Florida as a whole will really start coming down. They only opened this week in phase 1. The tattoo parlours, I don't know what's going on there. It seems like they're almost like the forgotten people in Florida. There are over 10,000, if you look at tattoo parlours and artists, there are over 10,000 shops in Florida. So and they are apparently very sterile. I haven't got any tattoos, but from what I'm told, that they're probably like the most sterile places that you could hope to visit in Florida. So if barber shops and nail salons are open, I'm not quite sure why tattoo parlours are not, and I hope that they will be soon. Coco Key opened Monday. Coco Key's on iDrive. It's next to the Rosen International, close to the Avanti. You can walk down to Universal Boulevard from there, albeit like this side of I-4, and you can walk down to Icon Park from there as well. So I've got a full tour of the Coco Key Resort and Water Park, and then I'm going to do separately the walk up and down iDrive. So we walked up maybe 10 to 15 minutes to Universal Boulevard, and I walked down to Icon Park as well. So just to show you the kind of spread of what's around that area. So if you include Rosen International and the Avanti and a couple of other hotels, that's the kind of spread of what's close by if you're thinking of staying down there. So I'll bring you that Thursday, and then the iDrive thing Friday. Disney Springs, huge today. I guess it's going to be a much bigger thing than Universal City Walk has been. I just don't know what the amount of traffic is going to be like. At the moment it's just around 7 o'clock in the morning here. It opens at 10:30. I'm going to get this rendered and published, and then probably just get down there, and I don't know whether there's going to be a line of traffic when I get there or whether there isn't, but when Disney Springs opens at 10:30, I hope to be one of the first few in there, and I'll be bringing you that this afternoon Eastern Time US, so maybe 8 o'clock-ish BST, 9 p.m. European. Photographers were there yesterday. The press day was yesterday. I am not in that accredited crowd, nowhere close to it, I guess. Other people were, so we do have some photographs from that. It just shows you what we're going to be expected to adhere to. The arrows on the ground showing you like, stay right, and hopefully keep six feet away from each other. We've got the same kind of decals on the ground as they had in Shanghai Disneyland, and shop capacity and restaurant capacity is going to be 50%, which is double that of last week. So I've not come across that yet. I've not been into a restaurant that's got 50% capacity, so I'm going to try and do that today and see what that looks like. Hong Kong Disneyland, there's been no official date given for Hong Kong Disneyland's reopening, but the fact that they look like the cast member soft opening now means it shouldn't be too far away. There were photographs yesterday of the social distancing sign, and it looked like there was a temperature tent being set up. I didn't see any equipment in that tent, but we can only be maybe a week or two away from Hong Kong Disneyland reopening. That's been closed since January, so I'm sure the people there are looking for that to reopen. And then finally, the smaller attractions now are looking to reopen. I did comment on that a couple of days ago and into last week. Although Icon Park hasn't reopened fully yet, we do have the Sea Life Aquarium and Madame Tussauds open. They've been open for a week, and I'm guessing that Starflyer and the Wheel will be open in the next couple of weeks. So looking forward to that. Icon Park's actually a really nice place. If you do stay on International Drive, don't miss out on Icon Park. So that is the news for today. I'm going to get this rendered and published ASAP and then get down to Disney Springs. So watch out for that video coming today. As I say, if you're new to the channel, if you hit that notification bell, you won't miss any of the stuff that I'm talking about daily, or the park stuff that I'm going to be doing hopefully from here on in. So stay safe everybody, take care, I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers for now, bye bye.